right. Welcome to another episode. Let's talk about it. Special guest, aka also a new partner. I'm here with Perry. Want to start this day off. I want to say what's up to everybody who's going to be listening to us for the next couple months. Got great topics today. So we're going to cover our first topic. We got Klay and Draymond on the Warriors. Who stays, who goes. We're going to cover Zion Williams, bust, worth the wait. And then we're probably going to get into Rasheed Wallce and the impact we have on Anthony Davis and the Lakers. So first off, let's get into it. Barry, what's your say on this? Draymond and Klay. Who stays, who goes?
There's no stay and go.
You can't keep both. At some point, you have to get rid of one.
Look, you're talking about a dynasty. You're talking about a dynasty that's not really a dynasty because it's not straight 2 years, but like it's a being where you can't just let it go or else you blow the whole thing up. It's not keep one or both.
At some point, you have to break them up because you can't, unless Draymond's going to take a low cut or Klay take a low cut. But Klay's already done that. He's taken a low cut already.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter with the low cut. Like they've been over the.
They've won. Now it's about retirement.
The money they spent has been over every single year for the last how many years? They're not worried about spending it.
With the new pieces you have now, you got Poole.
Yeah.
You got Wiggins. You got Looney, you got Wiseman.
But how many of those were just part-timers until Klay got back?
Yeah, but
until the band got back together.
Until the band got back together. But now you were seeing it because Draymond had no disrespect to him. He hasn't been putting up the numbers. He does the same thing. He's still talking. He's still vocal. He's still etc. He's still leading. But at some point, these young other teams are picking up and they're they're putting up buckets, making stops, getting guys who are going to contribute. Role players who contribute on the court.
Yeah, but they don't say this game's on Poole. He has to do this for them to win. Oh, this game's on Wiggins. Wiggins has been amazing. But they don't say
at some point you have to show up.
No, yeah. But Draymond, they say if Draymond doesn't do what Draymond does, they're not winning this series.
Which means if Draymond shows up and starts talking nonsense and backs it up, they compete. If Draymond shows up, talks nonsense and does nothing, there's nothing for him to do.
Oh, there's something for him to do.
What? Just
the same thing.
No.
It's not just because there still has to be execution. The team still has to play the game.
They can win without Draymond.
They can.
I don't think they can win without Klay.
They can, and they have.
No, I don't think they can win a ring without Klay.
They can't win a ring with either other. I say the roles are just important, but it's easier. It's easier by far, especially with Wiggins doing what he's doing, because Klay was what? He was a shooter and a defender.
Yeah.
Now he's a shooter and getting back to defending.
Yeah.
If you can easily, if that ought to work, you can have an easier time replacing Klay and his point production and his defense than you can with Draymond, because you can't put numbers to what Draymond does.
You have Wiseman, you have Looney, and you have Wiggins, which Wiggins is doing the same thing, Draymond's job, by contributing, rebounding, and scoring, and defending, right?
And Wiggins takes days off.
Draymond takes a lot of days off statistically. The only thing that's consistent about Draymond is his mouth.
Until Draymond can't do it, you don't.
No, it's only thing consistent about him is his mouth. Draymond talks a lot, does nothing else sometimes. More than anything, he's more consistent talking than he is doing anything else on the court.
I don't think it's a coincidence that Wiggins is doing what he's doing now because Draymond's there. Versus how much better were his numbers in Minnesota or where else he was?
Well, Minnesota had to carry the scoring load, so his numbers were a lot less because he had to carry the scoring load, score a lot more. He was not a good defender, but I feel like going to the Warriors changes dynamic on basketball. He realized I have to be better on this end of the court because they already have two other guys who can do what I do.
Who's going to be the voice of the? Who do you think is the coach? Mr.
Steve Kerr
hasn't lit a fire in anyone's ass since 1992.
I think Draymond's more replaceable as age comes, right? Like he's not getting any younger. He's not doing anything particularly special. Like they have a young guy.
I disagree.
We're gonna keep him like you know what Haslam does? Just keep him on the bench.
Haslam does nothing.
That's what Draymond's gonna be.
Draymond when he's that, you could let him go. As long as Draymond can get on the floor and be the ball handler that he is, be the playmaker that he is, I don't care if he scores 2 or 8 points. I don't care.
They don't even need him as a ball handler. He's the most useless person, skill-wise, for that team.
If he doesn't have a decent Draymond game, do they win?
Yes.
Wow. I mean, they're getting beat up. He had Lillard to tackle every person on the Boston Celtics for them to win game 2.
And he's in foul trouble half the time.
That's fine.
So you have a guy. So Wiseman comes back, right? Say 2 years from now.
So Wiseman comes back. You have a young
defender,
guy, a rim defender.
Rim protector. Okay.
The game changes. I understand.
And then you have Looney as well.
You're like Wiseman's not leading the team to a championship.
That's why
he's a great athlete.
That's why I'm saying you keep Klay, because Klay is actually
Clay's not leading the team to a championship.
It's his presence on the court matters.
No, his ability to score and defend matters. He's not leading anybody anywhere.
So you're saying the focal point of like Draymond's conversation?
Why do you think Iguodala's still there?
Because
those voices matter.
It's out of respect. At this point, it is.
For what? They bring him back from where? Where was he?
He was in Miami.
Oh, Miami.
Sorry, yeah, Miami. And then
they went to Miami, then came Memphis.
Yeah.
I mean, still.
So, like, you're bringing these guys back, but
that voice matters. That's not respect.
It does. I'm saying, of course, the voice matters, but you want to go on building with this young talent that you have. Why is number 2 pick? And he's showing flashes of really.
Let me ask you this: how much young talent is there in the NBA? And how many teams are actually contenders?
Let me counter that. How many young talent is set up with Klay Thompson
and Draymond Green? I don't know.
Draymond. I'm not taking it from Draymond. I'm saying he's.
But we've seen when Curry's there alone, it just doesn't work. He can't do it alone. He can do his job. And Curry's great, and they can be competitive. They're not winning a championship
with Klay and Steph.
With Klay and Steph,
and no. take out Draymond and add the new young guys.
You're arguably take out because Wiggins is there right now.
Yeah.
Right. So the starting five they have right now, you're gonna take out Looney, you put in Wiseman. You're gonna take out Draymond and put in Poole, and you're gonna be like, oh, this is a championship contending team.
I'm saying right now, what I've seen from this finals right now, they're winning without Draymond. He's not doing anything.
What you've seen from this finals is Wiggins stepping up, and I'm not gonna tell you that it wasn't because of Draymond.
So you think Wiggins stepped because of Draymond?
I think Wiggins is doing what he's doing right now because of Draymond. He's ability to score. He's athletic. No, maybe.
Not because of Steph and these guys saying like, "Hey, this is just your role. We need you for this role."
Steve Kerr's not going to go him to the side every single play and be like, "Hey, this is what you got to do."
Agreeable. I'm saying the voice matters, but if I'm saying if you're smashing those two apart, which I think they have to,
but it's not only the voice though; it's leading by example. So getting the rebounds, getting people's space, defending properly. Draymond still does that. He's still a high level defender.
All due respect, I'm saying he's done all that. But now his job is done because these guys know that's what it takes to do it.
Mm-hmm. No.
So if you have to get rid of one, which I think they will, because
you can't talk about ability alone. It looks nice on paper, but you can't put the stuff that Draymond does on paper. It's impossible.
So do we take this as like saying they should take? So we're saying that they should take the young talent and break them up, like get rid of the young talent. Like Wiggins has to go at some point.
I don't know who you really have to get rid of right now.
I don't think
next year. I don't know.
I don't think they're gonna keep all these guys together for a while. That's what I'm saying. But
for a while, for like
a year, another year.
You can easily have the same team next year.
Yeah,
like you get
if they win,
what's Mooney gonna do? What's
if they again now remember it's also a business, right? These guys are gonna start looking for contracts. Some of them are gonna be like, hey,
yeah, but these guys first of all, Golden State's not worried about spending the money. They've done it and it's worked.
So if you spend money on guys. Who, this year, we worked out.
But it's combined with one of the best talent scouts in the league. Like, their management, fine guy. They didn't just, this is lucky. We got Steph Curry. No, this is lucky. Where did this Klay guy come from? Oh, Poole. He can shoot. Look at that. Like, they know what they're fucking doing.
I agree with you.
So I think that their ability or their talent to put a team together is proper. But I do not think they can quickly replace a Draymond Green.
I'm not saying replace. I'm saying
have to replace.
I'm saying get rid of and still compete. Because at the end of it, I feel like Draymond's not going to take a pay cut, and neither will Klay.
I'm going to say this: there's a Draymond type on every championship level.
Yeah,
and there's not a Draymond around every corner of the NBA.
But also at this point, it's like, okay, we get it. You're the focal point. You're the vocal leader. Now, show us a little something more because this finals he's been doing.
No. What that means is I want to see you do a little bit more on the stat sheet.
Not even just scoring, assists, less turnovers, rebounds, steals, whatever it is. A little more
stat sheet though.
It doesn't matter.
Like his you get a stat for blocking the ball. You don't get a stat for
contesting and contesting.
You know what I mean?
That's culture.
You get a stat for down under, back screen. You don't get a stat for that. You don't get a seeing the floor stat.
If you can't do those things in the NBA, you shouldn't be playing basketball.
Okay, that's a big 90% of the guys can't do what Draymond does in the NBA.
If you can't talk in the NBA,
yeah, but talking and seeing is two different things, though.
Of course, and I agree on that term with you. But I'm just saying this team has been long enough with Draymond. It's what the young guys learning with the culture that they understand that's what they have to do to win. Because even Steph will hold him accountable. He's not intimidating as Draymond, but he hold him accountable.
Let me turn it on over the head. When there was no Klay and there was no Curry and it was just Draymond, the young guys, they didn't smell like fear. They didn't put any fear in anyone's heart. Nobody was worried about playing them. I understand that it's not Draymond that makes the team as great as they are. Mm-hmm. It is in the fact that he puts them on that caliber, one inch pedestal. Yeah. You know what I mean? Where like 10 teams in the NBA could be high level competing, but only 3 really get up there, right? And out of the 3, one's winning. You know what I mean? You need Draymond to put you on that. I don't think that Wiseman's shot blocking and defense. I don't think that Wiggins even stepping up. I don't think you're going to need a lot. You're going to basically need 5 guys to be able to defend one-on-one on the floor, but you have Curry. Okay, so it's impossible. Yeah, right. It's literally impossible. Draymond is basically 2 defenders on the floor.
So, in my senses, I'm saying like they're a good defensive team, an excellent defensive team with Draymond added. Excellent, right? Yeah. So I'm thinking with Klay on the perimeter and Wiseman in the paint, you have a somewhat balanced out defensive team. Not excellent at what they are now. And even right now, it's looking shocking to me because I'm like, yeah, he's there, but his factor is not even that much. He's vocal, but I guarantee you, like, this Boston team is going to go to Game 7. Yeah. Just because what's going to happen tonight and how much they're going to pick him apart.
I think the game's over. I think it's over today.
I don't think it's over today. I think it's going to go to Game 7. That's why I brought this topic up, because I feel like it's going to go to Game 7, and it goes to some Warriors will win in Game 7, but they'll have a lot of questions. Yeah. That makes sense? Yeah. Yeah. So I get where you're coming from, keeping Draymond and getting like Klay can be replaced with a lot of shooters guys now who can play 3-and-D basketball players, whatever. But I think the relationship with Klay and Steph is so important for a franchise that they need those guys together. You never see another backcourt. The Splash Brothers, you never see anything else like they are feared.
They're the 1 and 2 best great shooters in
history of the game.
I'm saying you, Poole can do what what Klay does on the offensive side.
Defensively,
I don't know about defensively. I would argue say no. Just no. Klay, you don't just replace people like that. So like when I say like I think they can keep this team together one more year, I think they have to. And I think that if they get rid of Klay or Draymond, it's a very different Warriors team. Can they win? Sure, anybody can win. But like, will they win? I'm not putting my money on that team. With either one gone. Like if Draymond looking a little hurt, like, ooh, are they going to win championship? I don't know. You know, Klay not getting a shot off. Ooh, are they going to win? Their guys are playing perfectly fine. Curry's always going to do what he does. Yeah. No problem.
I like that answer, just because I feel like any GM at this point, if you break those guys up, you're an idiot.
Yeah, but you can. You have to ride it out.
To me, what I'm seeing right now is Draymond's getting old. Clay's coming back from an injury.
What's old, man?
He's not. He's not.
These guys are playing.
Draymond 2014.
Horford's 36, and he's arguably the best player in Game 2.
Because what has Horford been doing?
I don't know. Drugs.
He's been resting. He's been resting.
No, man. He's been working out.
He's an old man who's been resting.
He's on something.
So I get it. Like, I understand where you're going with it. And I feel like, I think GM would be not smart to get those guys to stay together. But I feel like it's such a business now, and it's like these guys are also going to start looking outside the window as it comes to money-wise. Because at some point, like, the money's so big. And then as much as people want to ignore this, people are getting paid. And these guys were like, I got paid, but I'm still worth this. I'm still worth that, right? Like, it's It's a business.
But would you rather get paid or would you rather get the championship? That's always the question.
When you have 3, does it matter?
Who has 3?
Draymond, Klay, Steph.
They want to be great. They want to be in the Hall of Fame. The only way that Draymond gets in the Hall of Fame for sure, more rings count.
Draymond's already in the Hall of Fame.
Oh, we know.
Yeah, he's already in the Hall of Fame.
We know.
Klay,
but he's still got to make sure.
Clay's questionable.
And you ask who you get rid of. I think you answered your question with that one. Right? Don't you think you answered that question with that one?
To me, my point is he's questionable because he's more hungry because he's pissed off about not being the top 75. Yeah. He's pissed off about a lot of things. Coming off an injury, if Klay, no, he wasn't either. But he doesn't care. Dre doesn't care.
I think Klay's pissed off because he lost 3 years of his NBA career on 2 stupid injuries.
Yeah. So to me, he's the hungrier guy that I would keep because I know what he can do for us as a team. I think that those 2, he's rested. He's injured, but he's rested. He's rested. He's not getting the game minutes. He's not getting the stress, the travel time, whatever.
Clear, like he's getting back to being Klay, but I don't think he's ever going to get back to being Klay. I think this is the best Klay we're going to see from now on.
I just think he's getting warmed up.
I know you want to believe that because you've seen what he used to be able to do. And I'm telling you right now, you get old, your body can't move that way. Now you add injury to that. We're not all LeBron.
Look at KD.
Or Al Horford. Achilles.
I'm telling you. He's pissing you off.
I was like, who can't take it on this old man? I've seen the Warriors miss a lot of layups this series. Yeah. A lot of layups. Draymond's given up layups. Yeah. The only person that's taken it to Horford is Wiggins. Yeah. And he's saying, I'm putting it down. Yeah. I don't understand how Wiggins...
Because Bam was
even Jimmy.
Jimmy and Bam.
Yeah, I'm like... Why are you letting this old man put fear in your heart?
If I'm Warriors, I might give up Draymond for a Hall.
I can take an hour. I can take one layup an hour over. Or get a hard foul. You know what I mean? Yeah. One.
Like, hey, man. Hey, I'm happy for him. You know what? He got $1 million bonus for getting to the finals. Good for him, bro. Good for him. That's a guy I would say is needed on our team. He's old. He can produce.
But that's what I'm saying.
But he puts up numbers.
What numbers did he put up?
Did you see him ball up?
What do you have? 9 and 9 last week?
For a guy that old? I take it.
Well, yeah, for that, that's amazing.
Yeah.
He's not that old. He's still younger than LeBron.
Yeah.
LeBron's a freak. I get it. I get it. But who was it? Modric was 36, just won a UCL. I mean, guys, that's what I'm saying. When you're saying Draymond's old, who old?
I say he's getting old. I mean,
he's 34?
Remember how quick he was on rotations, how quick he was on, deflections, all this thing. He's slower now.
Well, he's podcasting.
Yeah, he's slow. as we're sitting here, talking about
we're not debating do we podcast or do we play in the NBA. We would take the thing serious.
I'll just throw this out there because that's a great point about Modric. 3 years ago, they said this man is finished.
That's what they said.
Still the best midfielder in the world.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
I'll throw you in the next podcast. We can do soccer next week.
He doesn't. But it's just during the age. This day and age, there's ways to keep your body going healthy. There's a way to push your body past what it can do, Al Horford. And there's there's guys that just they don't put in the work and they don't But I don't see Draymond slowing down just because he doesn't do anything amazing to me.
Okay.
He's not rushing down the floor, throwing it down. He's giving up layups. He's defending by contesting. He doesn't even need to block you. He just needs to be in the right spot at the right time. And if you shoot over me, do it again.
I like it, and I hope I guess conclusion they should keep the team together. You think if they were to get rid of somebody, they'll go Klay? I don't think they'll try to. They're not going to get rid of someone. Yeah. I think they can't afford someone.
Yeah.
But I think these guys have been with together so long, and I don't think they're looking for money like that. Yeah. Maybe Klay, he tried to shoot, it didn't work. You know what I mean? Yeah. But so if somebody's looking for money and doesn't care, but if you say Klay's hungry, he's not looking for money. He's looking for more rings to solidify his position. Yeah. But with that, also, again, it's a business. If he's going to put in the work, he wants to get paid for it. Yeah, but people sacrifice all the time. I don't think he's the one to. I don't think Draymond is. Well, I don't know about like that. I haven't talked to him in a while. It's like when I go back to Scotty's contract with the Bulls. Yeah, but Scotty's a little bitch. He knows that. But Mike's like, yo, stop being a little bitch. He's like, all right, man, but I'm getting my money. Yeah. But you had to sacrifice. He took a shit deal. Yeah, but he started with a shit deal. He started with a shit deal, still the shit deal. It also doesn't count back then. Nobody had agents.
And if they did, they wore fucking plaid shirts.
Yeah, they were not the agents.
Yeah, they weren't the agents looking out for you.
They're not Rich Paul.
Yeah, they're like, yo, I'll give you this money. I'll get like 50% of your bonus too. Like, yeah, I'm not looking for you.
All right. Next up, we're gonna talk about Zion. You're the Pelicans. Bust, or do you wave him off? Say, fuck this guy. I'm gonna trade him. I'm gonna move along. Or do you patiently wait and see what he's gonna do?
Is he going into his 4th year?
Yeah.
When did Embiid start playing?
Embiid started playing his 3rd year.
Then when did he start playing? I'm not like, yeah, he's in the league. When he started playing,
I think it was his 3rd year.
So he started playing in the 3rd year.
Yeah.
So in the 4th year, he started becoming Embiid.
Yeah.
I think that the Pelicans don't want to make any more errors because they're scared of having another Anthony Davis on their head, and so they're holding Zion back. Can Zion do more to be in the NBA? I think a bird or two less.
I agree.
No pork chops.
Yeah.
You know, he can get a personal chef. He can spend $1 million like he's getting the shoe deal.
Yeah.
He's not Klay. He's getting the shoe. He puts out his shoes. His shoe is done.
He's got a shoe deal.
He has enough money to spend $1 million on his body, just like LeBron does. I don't know why anybody in the NBA doesn't do this.
I don't understand that either.
But he's enough, and he has everything you need to be a successful NBA player.
Yeah.
And it seems to me, I'm not a doctor, but it seems to me that his weight is the issue with his injuries. It's literally the cause of injury. If he didn't weigh as much, or his legs were stronger, one or the other, then he's top 15 player in the league.
Yeah.
Could be top 10. A little more work.
I 100% agree. And to me, I go in the direction of like, I just get rid of him at this point because you've shown so much immaturity in the sense of okay, your first injury, cool. Like, we get it. You're hurt. We'll take care of you. But you also got to take responsibility of yourself. So, like, I'm a professional. I got to at least stay in shape, lose weight, contribute to my own body, figure out if my knees are getting hurt every single time, guaranteed the problem is the way I play. Right? If I'm an explosive jumper, I'm taking too much mass on my legs, I need to figure out something out.
And there it grows.
There it grows. Right? He had to completely change his playing style. Lost his athleticism, whatever it was. But Zion, it's like, man, you're still young. You're sitting around, you're saying, I can play, but you're not taking any action forward. And I think the Pelicans just wasted money because you have Ingram. You now have CJ.
Yeah.
You have that, what's that point guard that came from the Hornets? I forgot his name. Graham?
Devontae Graham.
Graham is there. Right? Like,
I don't put much trust in. I used to like Jordan. I don't. Like, you can like anybody out of college, but there's some guys that you get to the NBA, you think they're going to do something, and they just don't do it. I know sometimes it's the fit. Look at White on Celtics. It's perfect, but he's still not the guy that Spurs thought White was going to be. He just fits in the White. So I don't think Devontae Graham's the guy to put to put in that conversation that the Pelicans have. I think he's a good piece.
I think he's going to get comfortable in the sense of, like, they still don't have a good starting point guard, right?
That's my point.
Yeah. And again, it's gonna transition as a team. It's a new CJ. You bring CJ halfway through the season, like, things are changing. Like, the ball's out of.
They look decent with him.
Yeah.
What could they look like with Zion?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you wait for a guy like that, or do you say fuck it?
Yeah, but again, you don't have to wait for Zion. It's the team saying we don't want to fuck up again because we had Anthony Davis. What happened when they let Anthony Davis go? What happened?
Not too bad.
What happened?
Not too bad.
He won a fucking championship.
Yeah. Because what
do you say?
Because he wanted LeBron. If he went anywhere else, he's not winning. He's glass.
Maybe.
He's glass. Oh, wait, what's he going to win with? He goes where and wins.
You go with the center. You go somewhere that has actual center.
You go with the Knicks?
No, you can't go Knicks. No,
you go.
I love the Knicks, but you should never.
No one else can afford him.
They need to build up, and they need.
No one else can afford it. And the thing is that you have Valanciunas with you, right? Like, Ingram has Valanciunas, CJ has Valanciunas. Like, they have decent players to stay at par. They don't have to break the team up yet. But I'm just saying, you can get another team. You bait another team to get Zion. You have way more stuff to go with the other team you have now.
Yeah, but all you're doing is taking pieces to find other pieces. Though.
You're taking one piece to get more pieces.
Where are you sending Zion?
Fuck, I don't care. Send him to New York for Kemba and somebody else.
They're not getting Kemba. Nobody wants Kemba.
I think Kemba will be well in the New Orleans.
I think Kemba can do fine when it comes down to it. Defense wins championships, and nobody likes his defense. Even Klay tries. Not Klay, sorry. Curry tries.
Curry, yeah.
You know what I mean? Kemba, like, I think he's a great player. He's already been like a sixth man in my opinion.
Ship him to Houston. Ship him to OKC for Shy. Ship him somewhere.
Oh, Shy would be crazy.
Right? Like, ship him somewhere and get actually things that will actually help you compete.
Because
Because
they need a point forward on. They don't need a point guard. They need a point forward on that too. The way teams construction.
that's why you can use Ingram as a point forward.
Yeah, but you don't want Ingram moving the ball away, do you?
Or
Unless you have another Ingram on your team.
you
Yeah.
have you're fucking CJ now, right? You take turns. Let
Yeah.
CJ go to work and then switch it up. I just think he's a waste of space right now in the Pelicans. I think he's undisciplined. I think he's just.
You forget what he can do.
I don't forget. I know he can do work, but
As soon as he got there, even though Ingram and him didn't.
so
really
am I
figure
getting
out
20 games of Zion, or am I going to get 82 games of 4 solid other players?
Well, that's what I'm saying though. If you can make we can talk about Odin, Ingram. We can talk about Jalen Okafor. We can talk about a lot of guys who didn't make it because of injury or just didn't want to fucking work out properly.
Yeah.
I think that the talent that Zion has, like people think, oh, they're basketball players. They're tall. They're athletic. There's only 950 players in the league,
Yeah.
right? And half of them are elite.
Less than half.
Less than half
Yeah.
are elite.
Yeah.
Where we talk about the top 20 out of 900 players.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we're talking putting Zion. You can't just throw that talent away because the guy likes to eat. You know what I mean? You can't just throw that away because you happen to chose the other one guy was made of glass. You know what I mean? Like
You want a talented fat guy on your team.
I think you ride him. Like you ride him until he breaks himself. Like you don't, because the other thing you don't want to do as the Pelicans is ship him off somewhere where he wins the championship.
Blossoms.
Then what is your history as the Pelicans? Oh, you had Anthony Davis, but let him go for a championship.
But then every other team would, like everybody else, a smart individual would understand. Like at this point, they had no choice because at this point, this guy's immature. Maybe that's the push he needs for his career as that could be the best move for him.
Maybe, but the NBA is petty. So there's no best move.
They're going blackball.
Like the NBA will not.
Blackball.
The Pelicans, the black balls are crazy.
Yeah.
Look at Cousins.
Yeah.
Cousins career ruined because he got a couple texts.
Yeah.
The Pelicans will never do another trade with the Lakers again.
No.
And they have Ingram, and he's phenomenal. And they will still never do. Houston, I can't remember who they were like, no, fuck it. No. Fuck that. Like, you know, like,
you can't imprison a grounded player and hold on to because you're like, I'm just going to make a mistake.
John Wall
on what? Houston doesn't make sense to me.
Well, get rid of him, though. Why you let him sit home with fucking millions of dollars on it?
Because he has a fat contract no one wants.
You tell me you can't move it, or you have to get enough for it.
You have
petty as shit.
Hey, it's an investment.
You fucked
It's
up.
an investment.
No, you fucked up.
It's an investment.
You let Westbrook go, you fucked up. And then you let Harden go at the same time.
It's an investment. If we make an investment,
Then let the man play.
they don't want him to hinder the younger guy because he's a fucking hole.
It's petty. That means petty and stupid. I don't know how to fuck half of these fucking GMs. Now, let me. I'm gonna say this. Where's the camera? I'm not a GM. I don't want your job. But like these guys go to school. These guys go and study the NBA. These guys, like, there's track record guys where like they show up time and time again. They pick the right guys. They go where to go. And there's guys that just hop around the NBA. They did a job where they got their teams 65, 55 wins. You know, out in the first round. Oh, he's a good GM. Let me get on my team.
When they put him in prison the first year,
Yeah.
they should have fired that dude. I don't know if they did, but they should have fired him and let him go as well. Because the same thing with Zion now. If they're going to do the same with Zion, it's going to look worse on their end.
Well, we'll say this though: the Pelicans got something right. This guy's fucking made of glass. We can't hold on to him.
Get rid of him.
Right,
This
get
guy's
rid of him.
fat. He can't get in shape.
But you don't
Get rid of him.
You don't give him to the I win championship Lakers.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. You get rid of Zion, but don't give him to a team that you know, like, the Spurs move with Kawhi. It did backfire, but it was a smart move. We'll send you to Canada. Kawhi said, I'm a robot. I'm a fit in.
No, the Spurs fucked up. The Spurs fucked up.
They didn't think he was going to win a championship, though.
But yeah, but they would have.
Who, the Raptors?
No, Kawhi.
Oh, Kawhi.
The Spurs would have won championship.
Kawhi wanted to leave. It wasn't their decision.
Yeah, but they didn't just smoosh him.
They moved him to the Raptors thinking he's not going to win anything.
That's Pop's like, hey, I want to teach basketball.
Yeah.
At the high level. I'm going to show all these kids how to play.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's the team you have. But like, they're a small market. They can only do so much. I get it. The Warriors used to be a small market.
Yeah.
They still technically are a small market,
Yeah,
but like they probably make one most money in the league.
They moved to San Fran. That kind of boosted up a little bit.
Yeah.
So even
Sam's like, yeah, come.
Yeah.
Like,
even per se with with a guy like Zion, like, you ship him to a team like let's see in the East. That's kind of
again, you can't ship him. He's not in the contract anymore. You can't just ship him.
You gotta trade.
You can trade him.
Yeah.
I don't know who wouldn't want, but like again, there's gonna be somebody who doesn't want Zion.
Send him the Bulls.
But like, yo,
send him the Bulls. Get Zach LaVine.
Let me ask you this: do you think they had the honest conversation with him and said, "Hey, you need to stop eating"?
I don't think so.
Like I could like. You have millions of dollars. You can stop being in the NBA right now and eat whatever you fuck you want. Or you can stop eating, get in basketball shape, and be one of the greatest basketball players this game has ever seen.
That's why I question it. Because is this going to Zion as a person saying like, I got to the NBA, I'm rich as shit. Basketball just a tool here. Or does he actually love basketball?
You gotta always question it. Like I don't think a lot of you guys make it. I don't think every one of them loves basketball.
Yeah.
I think some of them really get it. I think some of them didn't think they would make it here.
Yeah.
And I think that some of them think that, hey, you were in the gutter, and now we got a fucking $4 million mansion.
Exactly.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Because, like, I could arguably be good. If I hurt my knee, I'm good. Yeah. But if I can get more, I'm going to get more.
Yeah.
So, what am I willing to sacrifice? I don't know. I'm not trying to be the best. Zion, he's different from me, right? Like, if I was in the NBA, the best I do is guy and the bench. You know what I mean? If Zion's in the NBA, the best he does is LeBron.
Yeah.
But does he believe that? Can you have a guy to teach him that he can be? Like, it's not just about athletic ability, right? Can you teach him a guy to play the basketball the right way? So maybe he doesn't have to change the hands. Maybe he doesn't have to be explosive. Maybe he should sit down and talk to Derrick Rose. Be like, hey, I'm still in the NBA.
Bro, I think at this point, I totally agree with. I think at this point, Zion is just like, okay, I think he's been pampered. So in the sense of like, okay, number one, everyone's like, he was the next best thing since LeBron. Yeah. So he's got everything inside him. No matter what, whenever I go, whenever I come back, I'll still be dominant.
Yeah, but somebody has to talk to him and say, like, so was Wiggins. Wiggins ain't done shit till today.
So that's where my argument is like,
and he stayed healthy.
If they want to keep him and wait with them, they gotta be prepared for this fucking thing because you don't know when he's gonna mature. First off, he's 19.
Yeah, but what's your better option?
He's 19.
Zion? He came to the league when he was 19.
No.
Came to the league when he was 19.
Well, what's your better option though? Get rid of Zion to do what? You can get him.
There's guys in the draft every single year. He might.
How good are these people at drafting?
He might be.
They don't do well.
He might be at that top level. He might be. I don't see it yet because he's always injured. I get 19 games. He's done. We get excited when he's done. He gets excited when he's done. Like, when are we gonna see the consistency of Zion?
Well, yeah, but you could take his role. Like you can knock on Miami. He can't reach that fucking 5-to-1 body fat or whatever.
You don't go to that culture.
You can't.
You can't fit that culture.
No.
But so the Pelicans. So they're.
But what's the Pelicans do? What are they gonna do? What there's certain NBA teams that just are in the league.
Are the Pelicans gonna win if Zion comes back?
Maybe.
Are they gonna compete?
They're gonna compete.
I don't think.
If he plays 82 games,
yeah.
If he plays 66 games,
yeah.
They're competing. That's a second round, third round team.
Oh, come on, bro.
Where were they this year? Without Zion, where were they this year?
They played Suns, so they're probably Suns were first. They played the 8th.
Yeah, so they played 8th seed.
Yeah. So, okay.
See, they got the same. They have Zion on that team. You could see them. No, they won't win. But you can see them pulling it off.
Competing.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're not there if Zion plays the whole year.
But if you bring a guy like, say, you bring in Shaw, you bring in maybe Giddey, on these two guys on KC, right? You bring those two guys in. I say you still compete.
Yeah, but realistically, like normally,
and it's less stressful as a franchise. telling a guy who is there to do one job,
name the last 10 NBA Finals championships. Golden State has 3.
Cleveland has 1. Miami has 2.
Spurs, and Raptors.
The Raptors.
Like, the Spurs are known to win when they were winning. The Raptors, they had to get Kawhi.
They got lucky.
They got lucky, though, because they didn't only have to get Kawhi, but everybody
had to get hurt.
Everybody got hurt on Golden State.
Yeah.
And they only needed one less guy. Only one. It didn't matter who it was. Yeah. One less guy to get hurt. And that shot. If Philly goes to game 7, Philly's beating them.
Yeah. I know.
Beating them.
Yeah.
So They need to make the right moves. There's a lot of teams that make the right moves. They need to make the right moves, but they don't. They just make some moves. You know what I mean? Boston's back their championship winning team, right? They built the team the right way. They said that they couldn't win without Jalen and Tatum. They did it. They have all the pieces to win. They won't win, and the reason they won't win is because they're still missing something.
They got okay. This round, I'm this team. Okay, yeah, built from ground up, proving everybody wrong. They got that one to Williams, the Robin, whatever his name is, Robert Williams, whatever his name is.
It's always Robert Williams.
Yeah, I think he is the key to them winning. And he's just coming into his own. He's not there yet, but he's just coming into his own. Once that guy is actually like, yo, this is who I am, this is what I fucking do, I'm ready to go, they're going to win. So this is a perfect example with building teams, right? Like, you got those guys. Boston's not giving anybody up on that team. They're going to stay there for a long time.
I think that the thing...
Pelicans don't have that culture. There's no culture in the New Orleans Pelicans. So why am I holding... Huh?
Who's the coach?
Culture. Like,
Who's the coach, though?
For the Pelicans?
Yeah.
What's his name? Something Green. He was a player in the Pelicans, too.
Oh, Willie
Green. Yeah. So there's no culture of like, hard... These guys...
That's like 12 NBA teams.
Then get rid of this motherfucker and bring in some guys who are going to put in the work.
No, you can't just keep on doing the same thing that everyone else done to make it like a team. Like, you can't just build from the ground up because, like,
try and error.
You're building for 10 years to do nothing. Oh, we'll start again. Like, you can't.
So how many times am I going to be sitting there answering questions about when Zion's healthy, when Zion's back,
play him.
When Zion going to lose weight, when Zion going to do this?
Play him.
He's not ready to play.
Niggas dunking in fucking gyms all over the internet.
Julius Erving can dunk in 70.
You see that Hustle movie?
Yes.
How did he get on the NBA? Started blocking niggas in the fucking middle of the fucking street. I'll bet me $1. You know what I mean? Maybe $100. You know?
You think Zion's not hungry?
Yo, Zion's gonna get on that street. I'm telling you, bro, this guy's out in gyms dunking out of nowhere, like in jeans.
Yeah. But he's not a game. Like, he's not a gamer.
Play him every second game.
82.
What's half 82? 46?
46. 82 games. And on top of that, traveling. So you're this big ass motherfucker.
Nigga stay home. Maybe stay heights. What's that other nigga? White. They used to. He won the bus all college. Yeah, he used to pass out in the air. Had the bus all in college. He went to the three. Like, nigga, like, let him play home games only. Yo, look how much they baby Kyrie because of the talent he has. You'll never win a championship with Kyrie on your team. LeBron is a special character, and the only other person who can do that is KD, and he didn't, but he could have.
So you, first off, at least Kyrie has shown up to play.
Yeah, what does that mean? What does that mean?
No, in the past. In the past. Okay. Not now. In the past. At least he showed up to play. I haven't seen Zion show up. And so you say
I've seen Zion show up. There's none of the games that he played mattered.
19 games?
None of the games he played mattered. But
so what am I going to see Zion actually be healthy?
When they let him on the fucking court. So let him play the last 20.
And he gets hurt again, what happens?
Huh? And
he gets hurt again, what happens?
He gets hurt again.
So you keep him in the roster, you keep him around.
As compared to what, though?
Getting rid of him, so it's someone else's problem.
And get what?
You don't think OKC will give up Shy?
No, they won't.
I think they'll give up Zion.
Why would they give him Shy for Zion?
They would.
Shy is a fucking triple-double walker.
And Zion's real.
Yeah, but they're not trying to fucking sell tickets.
They need to sell tickets. You're in OKC in Oklahoma. Ain't nobody going to watch Oklahoma.
OKC's good. They got those KD sales from 92.
Ain't nobody going.
1915.
No, you bring Zion in the rock and ticket sales go whoop.
No, but like ticket sales are never what they're worried about. Every stadium except for maybe Minnesota that year was empty as fuck, or the Knicks. Even the Knicks suck. The Knicks suck. And they sell out. They're the number one.
That's New York, though. That's the culture.
That's what I'm saying.
That's the culture.
But like, Thunder's like a hometown team. Everybody comes out. Like Winnipeg.
I'm sorry, it's a honky tonk town. I'm sorry, it's but
so is Winnipeg.
At some point, that team starts losing, not making this and that. They'll have nothing to celebrate. They're used to Westbrook. They're spoiled. That team was spoiled from the get.
But what do you do though? What do you do?
KD.
What do you do when you're Pelicans? You got Shy for Giddy. Zion went to. Don't forget that the Thunder drafted Westbrook, Harden, and KD. Say they don't do it again. Okay. Say they surround Zion.
Yeah.
Yo, all of a sudden the Thunder earn the East or Western Conference championship, and you're like, what the fuck? All over again.
That's a 1 in 100 odds.
I've seen miracles happen in the NBA.
I've seen them too, but I'll take that risk then have something set now. Because right now, this is what the Pelicans are. That's all they're doing. They're not even going up or down. They're just staying like this. A little bit here, a little bit here.
They're moving up, man. It's just a little bit. Like, Ingram's getting paid every... Ingram is arguably KD, just...
Shittier?
They'll
get there.
He's a sniper.
They'll get there.
He might get there. He might. I won't say he will. He might. Maybe a little less weed.
I think...
Just like these guys are always close.
Oh, man.
These guys are always close.
I don't know how he scores.
No, maybe that's what he needs to do to see. Maybe the lights to break. Like, I'm not going to judge him.
Maybe Zion needs to smoke weed.
Look at that. Let me just fight Order Party like that. Who's gonna fight Order Party except for fucking Draymond?
Get out of here.
I'm just saying.
Oh, shit. Last topic. You still got time? Last topic?
Last question. If he wins a ring, how many do you think he can get?
Who?
Zion.
If he wins the ring, matters where he is.
One ring?
If he wins the ring, it matters where he is.
One ring.
It matters where he is. You can't like a player like Zion moving shifts the NBA.
You know what Zion reminds you of? A better version, a more athletic, a more pampered version of Anthony Bennett.
No. Anthony Bennett could not play the NBA.
He was fat.
He was fat and could not play in the NBA.
Zion's more athletic.
No, but Zion can play in the NBA though.
He's more athletic. He's a shittier version.
Anthony Bennett might get work at FKC, bro.
Yeah, but I'm saying that's
where is he now? McDonald's?
Anthony Bennett. Zion Williams.
He flipping.
Zion Williams.
Yo, on fries with that. Like, yo, Anthony Bennett. Let's not bring Anthony Bennett's name.
Yeah, I'm just saying. That's what I'm saying.
No, wait, man.
Anthony Bennett.
That's disrespectful to Anthony Bennett. That's disrespectful to Zion and his mother.
I'm just saying, man. You love Anthony Bennett.
I know.
He's fat.
The guy who drafted Anthony Bennett just put his hat down like.
That's what's gonna be Zion in the next 4 years. I'm guaranteed.
Oh man, he's not. No, Anthony Bennett wasn't fat. Anthony Bennett was a non-basketball player.
He was a freak athlete in your
but he should have played golf.
He was a freak athlete.
Yo, he should have.
You nailed him. He was a freak athlete. Yeah. I'm saying. Last topic we got is Rasheed. So the impact Rasheed will have on guys like on the Lakers, AD, Westbrook. Yeah. I don't know how Rasheed and LeBron are going to get along, but it's going to be interesting to me, honestly. But how do you think it's going to go with Rasheed and AD? Like, that's the reason why they brought him there. It's mainly for AD's bitch ass.
I don't think that AD's toughness is the issue, but I know that Rashad is going to try and bring it out. I think that AD, if you talk to AD on the street, AD's like, what's up? Yeah. But, like, in games, falling over like he's twig. So... I don't think
I think it's a fake tough guy. I don't think AD's tough at all.
No, but it's easy to be tough guy in the NBA. Ain't no way I'll punch you square. You're not.
No, he's not. I feel like he doesn't back. He doesn't even play like a big man per se.
He'll bang. He can't handle the vibration.
So you think them bringing Rasheed like would?
I don't think that bringing Rasheed is about toughness. I think Rasheed is a known winner. Okay. He was on a team that probably shouldn't have had a championship, and they had two.
Yeah.
He's a stretch forward before stretch forwards were even a thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Rasheed, will attest to this, was underrated. Mm-hmm. But
he's a hothead.
Yeah, so what?
No,
who's a hot? That's what the Lakers need.
Yeah. So I'm saying
there's no hot head on the Lakers.
So the culture is bringing Rasheed pretty much the mental and physical toughness he's trying to bring to the team. I think it's good for guys like Westbrook. I think it's going to be good for LeBron because he can be a bitch sometimes too. I think per se the only guy that's going to probably really, really like rob heads with is going to be Anthony Davis because he's so pampered. He's like one of those St. Paul kids. Like everything's given to him, like glasses, these big old goggle, like young bro looking.
Those St. Paul kids. Those St. Paul kids, they just went there because their parents made them. You know what I mean? I
don't mean the ones that
No, I agree with you.
Yeah.
In the fact that like that's the persona.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like undercover, like those niggas, some of them niggas can, puff their chest like the best of them. With AD, I don't think getting a tough nosed coach makes AD better. I don't think a coach makes AD better. There is nothing that we can do to AD right now to make him better than he can't do on his own. It's just putting in the work. But to keep him on the floor is a different story. I don't think Rasheed's there for 80.
You think he's there for the whole culture?
I think Rasheed's there for the whole. I think they're pushovers.
Yeah.
They played 0D last year. Their scoring wasn't their issue, even with all the turnovers and the shitty Westbrook threes and having no center. I don't know what happened. When people tell me that Howard got snubbed for the 75, prove it. Because I'm not letting you do those 5 years of good basketball on the Magic. Give him one of the best ever in 75 years of basketball.
Yeah.
Those 5 years weren't exceptional. He was a good center. He might have been the second best center in the league.
4 titles, defensive player of the year. That's a resume
For who?
for White.
Who's arguing? Who is he battling though? Like who got snubbed beside him, or who got in that shouldn't have? Did Lillard get in?
Lillard got in.
Maybe Lillard, but like
There's a few guys who got in. You kind of like raise your eyebrow a little bit.
yeah, but we don't know those old heads. I'm sorry,
I'm just
we were
saying.
watching the Harlem Globetrotters beat the fucking. You know what I mean? Like we were back there when the screens were great.
Yeah, we're an NBA level.
Like I'm not gonna shit on them like fucking Reddit, but I've watched tape. I have YouTube. It doesn't look spectacular, but the game wouldn't be what the game is today without the people that were there before us. And
I truly
every year, when nobody was enhanced and there weren't any trainers, I'm sure the guy that can come off work and start playing and give work to whoever, he was really good. And if you train him like he was today, maybe he would be better. So it's like inflation. You know what I mean?
I just say in per se, like the fact that like you win 4 defensive players of the year, you should be considered. If you win 1, no. 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, but then what happened?
He was dominant. Dwight was dominant as fuck. Remember, he beat LeBron in the conference finals. He was in Orlando.
Yeah. What was that? LeBron's first year?
No, that was not LeBron's first year.
What year was that?
That was 2000. That's the year they played Kobe. So that was 2009.
Dwight came out after LeBron.
Yeah. So
No, I'm saying that was Dwight's first year.
It was Dwight's third year.
Okay.
So he did a lot of work. But per se,
How much is that as coaching though?
Who was coaching him?
How much is that as coaching? You're gonna give that win on to Dwight, or are you gonna give that?
He was an impactor because LeBron couldn't get the hoop. LeBron didn't have a jump shot at that time.
Yeah, but at the same time, what do you have to do to get that?
Yeah, you have Jameer Nelson, Hito Turkoglu, Rashad Lewis,
No, don't.
and Dwight Howard.
And they almost lost that series actually.
Yeah, but they almost doesn't count. They got there.
No, I get that, but I'm saying like that 1 year doesn't make him into the 75 either. I understand you're saying that whole. But his whole resume isn't those 4 defensive.
No, it's not. Rebounding champ multiple years.
I'm just like.
Nonetheless, who's still top.
Those are his good years in. Those are his good years in the match. Like he didn't do anything after leaving that
because he got hurt. I don't even want to fucking. I don't even like Dwight. I don't want to
defend him because he got hurt. But then you tell him let's get rid of Zion because he got hurt.
Magic got rid of Dwight quick.
And yeah, but they got somewhere by giving him a chance.
Well, give Zion a chance to fucking go fuck off. If I'm the Lakers right now, I'll give it to Anthony Davis. I'll ship his ass off too.
The Lakers aren't allowed to.
Yeah, because LeBron's daddy.
No, because they won a fucking championship.
Doesn't fucking matter if you win a ring. Get rid of him.
You won a championship.
Doesn't matter. That was fucking 2 years ago.
Well, no, what it is the formula worked.
It did not work. Did it work this year?
They were not together.
Bro, it does not matter if you're
just think about it.
If you're the two top 10 players in the league right now,
yeah,
they can't fucking mesh it together and win a title when it counts.
In 10, 20 games, no.
Why not?
Because they didn't play together.
They won a championship together though.
Not with Westbrook.
Doesn't matter.
Westbrook was the only consistent on the team.
Westbrook's not
bad or good.
Honestly,
bad or good.
The media made Westbrook worse than he was.
That's what I'm saying. But it's only that though. You didn't have an ability to have your whole team there. You have they had 29 different starting rosters. Different starting rosters, yeah. 29.
Because 80's bitch has hurt more than half the year.
Yes. You have to give them the ability to be able to stay on the floor.
When you're hurt more than half the year, my brother, you come back to play basketball, you better show the fuck up.
Yeah, but like, what is it?
Especially if we have a ring together and I vouch for your ass to come to my team and I give away all these young pieces, you better show me something. He quit the game we had the chance to make the play-in. He quit.
Yeah, but LeBron didn't even play.
LeBron, what was LeBron doing though?
He was also injured.
But he was dominating though.
The whole year.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying though. You have LeBron.
So you can't show up for 10 games and give me something?
No, but that's not a reason to let him go. Maybe let your trainer go.
I'm just, to me, I'm getting it. That whole recipe was a one-time thing. I feel like it worked because they won in the bubble. Cool. After that, it's been like nothing. Even when they play together, it's off. So there's no like Kyrie and LeBron were a better duo. Say it ain't so.
Kyrie and LeBron weren't a duo.
What do you mean?
No, they're on the same team. I get it. They were on the same team.
Yeah.
They played on the same floor at the same time.
Yeah.
But there was LeBron on the team, and there was Kyrie over there.
No. The finals they won. The only two players to ever put a 40-something together as teammates on the same court.
They win two together if Love doesn't get hurt.
They win, exactly. And they also probably win another, they're competing that the year after if Kyrie stays.
Probably.
Yeah.
But that's not because they're a duo.
They're a better duo. They play together.
That's the problem. Trying to figure out with this motherfucker on my team. And
LeBron knew this guy's my scorer.
LeBron
James does not know what AD is on that team. AD doesn't know what he's on that team.
Kyrie will never do anything else
than score.
No, without LeBron, he will never come close to another. Yeah, but he it's a waste of possession half the time if he doesn't score.
What is AD doing then? He's a jump shooter.
I don't know. Maybe we should just send him some milk or something. I don't know. But like he needs to you can't break up that team. You're not going to tell me that three elite players can't play together because one of them can't shoot.
I'm saying they can't play because I feel. Okay, I'll say this. With Rasheed there now, I see a little bit, not like a big hope in winning a championship, but I see more hope on the defensive end. And I feel like now AD can be checked by somebody. Because everyone's baby this motherfucker.
Yeah, I think he's the captain of the team. I don't think he's the one that needs to get checked.
He is.
Why?
He is the most important piece and doesn't play like it.
No, he's the most important because he has the most talent on the team besides LeBron.
And he's younger.
No, but as a coach, as a GM, as a whole organization, you need to be able to win in multiple ways. So it's always the next man up. Now you can't exactly create another AD, but you need to be able to put multiple guys in there to fix the problem, and they didn't have them.
Vogel, I was a big fan of Vogel in the first place, but I feel like I think Vogel needs to build his own team. I think Vogel just can't have a bunch of guys together and then put a system in. In all fairness, I agree with that too. But I feel like with a guy like AD, this is what I'm saying. With a guy like AD, he needs to have that like understanding. Like this is my team next or my team now. I need to be the enforcer on this.
I mean, he's been told. But like you can it's different, right? Like LeBron can go to Dwayne Wade's team and be like, "Hey, whose team is it?" I don't know. I guess you can have it. Like, no, LeBron, like, I'm taking it. You're my friend. I'm taking it. AD can't go to LeBron's team and be like, I'm younger, so I'm better. LeBron's like, tough. But like, it's your team, though. Like, he's like Thor. Like, yeah, you're captain. Yeah. You're captain.
But like, LeBron...
I have a meeting with the GM, but you're captain.
Isn't it a sign when LeBron gives you his number? When LeBron's saying
a gesture.
It's a gesture.
But it's not a gesture to him. It's a gesture to the world. It's how it looks.
I personally think Rasheed's going to have some words for this kid. And hopefully it works out for him. Otherwise, we're going to see Anthony Davis leave the Lakers.
I think
he is that spoiled. I can see him leaving because...
Why is he spoiled?
He's a punk ass.
Why? Because he's playing glass?
Oh.
Yo. He's a disability. What do you call that nigga that fucking grows backwards?
Benjamin Button?
Yo, bro. You gonna play Benjamin Button because he's short?
I think this dude needs... Like, he used to be... Because from the Pelicans, even there, he was like, okay, he'll show flashes, you do this, and then...
He didn't show flashes. They were a different team when he was on the floor, just like the Lakers.
Him and Boogie were actually really good with Rondo. But when he's hurt... I sound like Charles Barkley, and I don't know why. But when he's hurt, he's like, okay, I'm hurt for this bit. When he comes back, it's still such a slow. Every time, it's like I feel like he's still progressing. Oh, he's still progressing.
But it's just
this guy was compared to
baby because it's an asset of high. Like you have a championship caliber team with that guy on the floor. It doesn't even matter the other four. That's how people see it.
But he doesn't see it like that. I don't think.
I don't think he's as soft as I think his body is as soft as people say. I don't think he's as soft as people say. I think they need better trainers. I think that the guys change teams that were hurt and they just don't all of a sudden don't get hurt anymore. So if you remember, Curry had bad ankles.
Yeah.
Bad ankles all through college and coming in the NBA. All of a sudden that stopped.
Yeah, he's wearing
next thing you know, maybe the nigga needs a knee leggings.
Have you seen it? He's wearing a fucking whole sleeve, leg sleeve. That dude looks like he's Bubble Boy.
They need more padding, man. My knee hurt. I almost gave up playing sports last year because my knee hurt, and it took me until yesterday.
They're not paying you millions, by the way. What are you doing now?
They're not paying me anything.
And what are you doing now? You're playing.
Well, yeah, but I care.
I don't think AD does.
That's a conversation that somebody needs to have with AD. You give a fuck.
So you feel like Rasheed is there for the team. So how do you feel with Rasheed then? Do you think like the culture is going to change?
It has to change. Because it's going to be a no bitch ass
with Ham too, right? Like those are two tough guys.
There's no toughness. Who was the toughest guy on the team last year? Dwight Howard? Because that's not a tough team.
Never.
Who? Nigga, Melo's tough in the streets. But on the NBA floor, he's backing up. That's my boy. Yo, he come from Baltimore. I get it, yo.
He's Vmore, man. He's Vmore. Yo, Melo's on the wire. You know that?
Melo's not going to take anybody else tough. He's not tough in his mentality.
So you like Rasheed on the Lakers as assistant coach?
Yeah, but it still has to happen on the floor, though.
Yeah.
Right? So what do you look like? Golden State has Draymond and others. Yeah. Looney goes to work. Yeah. Boston has Marcus Smart. Williams goes to work. Grant's a little bitch, but he acts tough. You know what I mean? Their stars, they don't waver. Yeah. Tatum doesn't waver. He complains a little bit, but I don't know what star doesn't. Yeah. Curry doesn't waver. Klay doesn't waver. Jalen doesn't waver. These are championship contending teams. Mm-hmm. The Lakers have LeBron James, a different Westbrook. Mm-hmm. That's their toughness. And they happen to play through, 70 games?
Yeah.
They played through. This man almost won the scoring championship at 36, going on 37. And Westbrook showed up when everybody else wasn't on the floor. Mm-hmm. So, do I think they're a better team with Anthony Davis? Mm-hmm. Yes, because Anthony Davis plays defense. And when Anthony plays defense and Westbrook plays defense against guards and LeBron doesn't whine about how nobody playing defense, mm-hmm. they can be a very formidable teams. But I still think they need pieces. Like Stanley, they were a better team with Stanley Johnson on the floor. Yeah. Stanley Johnson's not a team changer. No. Who's the rookie white guy?
Hey, what's his name? I know talk about Reeves.
Yeah. His effort was applauded. They needed that. Yeah. You know what I mean? Malik Monk was your second best scorer on the league on the team, and Carmelo was the third. Mm-hmm. But those two aren't playing. Yeah. Dwight Howard, you're staying on the floor for 15 minutes tops. Yeah. I don't know what happened to his ability, but he's not playing deep. It's just they need a different mindset for one. They don't need a big man, but they need let's dig into the dirt and click our heels up and let's go. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I think that's where Rasheed's going to be helpful because he came from a team that won solely on defense. Yeah. Their top scorer, their best star was Tayshaun Prince and Chauncey, you know what I mean? Yeah. They're good scorers, but that's the NBA. Everybody in the NBA can score, but that was a defensive championship team. Their competition was Indiana that year, which was also a defensive champion team. And Spurs as well. You know what I mean? And that was the era. It's you won on defense. So I think that the people don't get is Boston's in the championship right now. The number one defense in the league. Yeah. People think that because you have Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson and now Poole, I guess, shooters, that you don't play defense. Warriors are great defense. There's no championship team that doesn't play defense. Yeah. You can't get by it. So, are you a better defensive team with Anthony Davis on the floor when he's out there shot blocking, protecting the rim? Yes, of course. Yeah. If somebody undercuffs him and his legs go out, done. You know what I mean? Yeah. So you need an ankle protector, but they still need grit. They still need to get hustled. You should be able to play small ball because there is no big man in the league, so you don't need Anthony Davis. You need to play D.
Get stops, play D, create. I agree with you, and I feel like the same. I feel like the bringing Hammond, like I don't know about this Ham head as head coach. I'm all for it. Like I thought I'd go with Mark Jackson, but again, no one wants to use in the locker room. So Rasheed being there, I'm happy with it, and I'm excited to see what they're gonna do. Because even last year, they didn't like another guy they didn't really use was Kendrick Nunn, who was a killer in Miami.
He didn't use him or he wasn't ready to play. I think he was injured most of the year. And
Was he injured?
He was injured most of the year, and by the time he was ready for him to go on the floor, it's like, well, let's not put you in this position right now. Let's just leave you for next.
So I'm definitely excited about that next year because now they have another guy who can put up and play defense and put up buckets.
And they still need to get they got rid of Jordan. Who did they get back for Jordan?
Jordan.
Right, John Jay. John Jay went to the Nets.
What did they get for him? I don't think they got anything. He's waiting to sign him.
Yeah, maybe that was it.
But again, another thing about culture is like you're playing in LA, right? And that's flashing lights. It's like buckets.
But that's the thing, we're talking about them, right?
Yeah.
We're talking about the teams that have the guys that win, they're supposed to win. Yeah. We're talking about New Orleans that have the guys to win right now, and they're arguably talking about getting rid of them. Talking about Lakers getting rid of people that they have the team to win.
You think you at least can win with Zion Williams if he plays right now?
Yes,
they can compete and go to the final.
You say the same thing about AD. If he doesn't get injured, they can compete in the playoffs.
Oh shit!
Will they win a championship? Fuck it. But it's not going to be easy for anybody to beat them. Nobody thought that the Mavs are going to get to fucking Golden State.
No, but I can see AD and I can see AD and I can see AD doing more for the Lakers.
P4679. PET.
I can see AD doing more with the Lakers, somewhat healthy and playing, than Zion playing on the Pelicans.
Yeah.
I think again, AD is with LeBron, so that's a different topic. But
that's the other thing too. You have LeBron. You get if you want to get rid of AD, you can't get rid of AD. There's the reason why you can't get rid of AD. Because AD is your future. You don't have anything without AD. You have nothing.
He is a shitty version of Kareem.
What are you getting back from AD?
I don't care. I get draft picks. I get younger players.
You can't rebuild. You already tried that.
You've lost everything. You gave up everything. So at least try get it back.
It doesn't work like that.
It does though.
No, this was the choice we made. We chose to have a team built under AD when LeBron was gone.
You don't think a team like Boston would give up pieces to get AD?
Who?
You give up Jaylen Brown. You give up what?
Look where you are.
You have Jason Tatum.
So
you link Tatum, whoever else, Marcus Smart and AD together. You do what you do.
You arguably give Marcus Smart before you give up.
Oh, you don't think a team like Charlotte would do it? You give up.
Charlotte's not making a championship run ever.
But you give up Terry Rozier, you give up LaMelo, Mikal Bridges. What? No,
those teams those are farm teams. You take from those teams. You don't give them anything.
Yeah, you give AD because he ain't doing shit for you. So let him
AD's
go.
Not going there though. AD's know that I'm not going to no farm team.
If I'm trading you there, you have no choice.
Oh, he has a choice.
How?
Contracts. All these niggas have contracts that where they say.
Does he have a no trade clause?
Probably. I can't. I'm not going to say yes.
Jesus, I don't know, man. I'm excited and I'm ready for it and I'm happy and I'm glad we had this podcast because this is going to be a lot more coming, a lot more talking, a lot more shit to talk about and share. This is the first one out. I'm happy, so we're going to close it out right here, man. Thank you so much for having us. I'll see you next Thursday. To our listeners, thank you so much for tuning in. More topics to come. Appreciate you guys. Thank you.